Hello preparedness people, and welcome to the Bigs Prep. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Cynthia and my husband and I have been prepping for a long time here in the Central Florida area. We live in the Ocala National Forest. If you wanted to come and subscribe and follow along with our prepping adventures, we would love to have you. Today I want to talk about the nitrogen shortage that is upcoming. Several channels, including Christian at the Ice Age Farmer, and a lot of the big heavy hitters in the prepping community have been talking about nitrogen shortages and what that's going to mean to the homesteader, the small gardener, the industrial farm. So if you're ready, press the like button and let's get into it. Nitrogen and potassium are needed for plants to grow. That's why the nitrogen shortage is so important. I grabbed some headlines from YouTube and also from the internet just talking about the fertilizer shortage and what that means to everyone. CF Industries, the largest fertilizer plant in the United States, has scaled back production. They are giving a variety of reasons for this, including bad weather, shipping prices, no workers, and the energy crunch, increased propane costs. With the United States being a major importer of farm nutrients, this is not good news. Basic fertilizer ingredients like potash, urea, and nitrogen have already doubled in price. Major exporters of farm nutrients like China and India are talking about closing the exportation of farm nutrients until this gets under control. In response to this, Mr. Biggs and I headed to our favorite place, East Marion Feeds in the Ocala National Forest, a small feed and hardware store locally owned by like-minded people. We have a little bit of everything. The main thing that I went there for was fertilizer. Here's a basic shot of some of the things that she carries. She has some knives and some ammo and just all the really cool stuff that you would find at a hardware and farm store in a small community. Mr. Biggs was eyeing those foot traps and placed an order for some. They should come in next week. Here's the community board where people offer different services. My favorite part of the whole store, the seeds section. I am a seed junkie. I love seeds. She always has this rack full of herbs and flowers. This rack is a little empty, but I talked with Alice, the owner, and she has a huge seed order coming in really soon. I love a good Florida native wildflower to encourage the bees. Here's what we came for, the fertilizer. She had a great selection, good prices. She had not gone up on any of her prices since we put in our spring garden. We actually have a garden budget, so what we purchased was coming out of that envelope. Coming around the corner, we're going to go to the at-home pest control and bug stuff for the garden. We were pretty stocked on this, so we didn't get anything. And coming around the corner, here's some of the other cool stuff that she has. Here is the seed haul. I got some kale and these tomatoes. I was so excited to see these Ruger tomatoes. I have never grown these before. I looked online and it's $2.99 for 50 seeds. I paid 99 cents for what looks like maybe more than 100. I can't wait to try these out. I read online that these should do well in our grow area, and I'm excited to try them. Next up, we're going to show you our fertilizer stash. We got these yesterday.
That's 646 for
Had that a while.
well, these are for like the orange trees, all the fruit trees we have, banana trees, all that stuff gets it once a year.
Right after we pick, right?
Yeah, this is good. Fish emulsion's good once you get stuff going good.
Yeah.
And then this stuff's actually really good for pretty much the whole time.
And then we got this yesterday too, the 666
Yep.
fertilizer.
This is earthworm casings and back guano. This Fox Farm makes really good stuff. I need to get another probably bottle or two of that. But it doesn't go as far as the big bottles. And it doesn't take much. This is 4 tablespoons per gallon. And you can put it in one of the little container sprayers that I have, like not even a third of a cup will do the entire garden. You can do that once a month. I mean, this is good. Once the flowers start coming on, put that on, and then this is for once they get above 4 or 5 inches above seedling style. You can just grow them like crazy. You can see what it's done to the banana trees. It started, I guess, from the roots. When I gave my dad, it just took off. It started making a bunch of little baby ones. And we'll try and do that again. Maybe put some in the potter here for long. But this is how big this is supposed to be, the leaves on it. You know, 14, 16 inches, something like that. These I've been, every time I garden or spray this garden, I spray these. Some of these
They're just massive.
2 feet wide plus.
I'll be curious to see what kind of bananas we get this year.
I don't know if we are. I don't know. Because normally they've already started at this point. I don't see any. Oh, nope. This may be the thing right here. I think they're actually getting ready. This one is. This is a thing for bananas right here.
Mr. Biggs is actually friends with Dave the Good, who is a fellow YouTuber and does a lot of permaculture for the state of Florida. He recommends that you cut the leaves of your banana trees and put them down as fertilizer. They are high in nitrogen and potassium. Banana trees require a high amount of potassium to grow big and strong. We can also shred the extra banana leaves and use those in the garden. Our next hedge against fertilizer shortage is the chickens. We give all of our kitchen scraps to the chickens and they compost it for us very nicely. Every time we clean out their pen, we save the shavings and the poop so that we can compost it. Chicken poop does have a high amount of nitrogen and a low amount of seeds in it. The Lunacy Alpaca Farm is one of our greatest connections we made in 2021. Mr. Biggs met the owner while selling some things online. Alpaca manure is one of the best fertilizers out there. Horse and cow manure are great, but they have a large amount of organic matter in them and tend to sprout weeds. Alpaca manure does not do that. The owner said we can come and get any kind of poo that we want anytime, for free. These are the methods we're using to decentralize our food system and grow our own. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you got something out of this video. Mr. Biggs and I are deeply in prayer about 2022 and 2023 gardening and produce season. We would like to have as much as we can for ourselves and possibly that to share with someone who doesn't know how to homestead or garden as times get tighter, as we get hyperinflation. The produce at a grocery store will most likely be unattainable for most folks, and I would rather not be in that category. Thank you again, and remember everybody, I'd rather be a year early than a day late. The man who does not like cats.